Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. And in this video, it's going to be a 100 plus gameplay that I was able to get on some Nuketown domination here with the Cordite SMG, which I've been talking about a little bit more recently. You know, when I made my top 5 SMG class setups, of course, I included this one and some other times. But I've really been using this setup, and as you can see here, Nuketown is traditionally a map I like to play with an assault rifle. I like to play around the middle of the map and play that sort of play style, and transitioning into an SMG, I was still able to get a really nice scoreline here and a 100 plus gameplay. We're going to talk about how I did it, as well as how the Cordite is good in my opinion, and the class setup for it, and all that sort of stuff. If you guys could drop a like on this video, I would very much appreciate that. Let's go for 1,500 likes. That would be absolutely incredible. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed, and also make sure to hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Shout out to everyone down in the comment section down below saying notification squad. I see y'all in every single video, and I appreciate, you know, the early squad, the notification squad. So let's get right into this and let's talk about the Cordite. Now, this is an SMG that is a little bit underrated because while it may not have the raw statistical power of some of these weapons like the fire rate or the RPM of the Spitfire, or, you know, the SOG, the RPM of that even, but the facts are that this weapon has some really great attachments available on it. It has a 5-shot kill range, which is only within like the first 3 meters, and it has 2 key attachments which not every other SMG has, and not every other SMG, you know, they don't work as well on those SMGs, even on the ones that do have it. So we'll talk about the class setup first, and we'll show that up on the screen as of right now, or we'll show the attachments up on the screen right now. So this is what I rock as far as the attachments go. It's the Elo sight with the grip and the long barrel. Now, those are the 2 attachments. Grip is not available on every SMG, and what I mean by that is the Spitfire, which is kind of like the Vesper from Black Ops 3. I remember when I first tried that out, I was like, oh my goodness, because the Vesper was one of my favorite guns in all of Black Ops 3, so I was super excited. But when I saw the Spitfire didn't have a grip, I was like, okay, I see how they're doing it with the unique attachments this year. However, this gun does have grip available for it, and grip is definitely a go-to attachment you want to rock on an SMG that has it available. The Elo sight is because I would have an extra slot anyway, once I show you guys the whole class up here in a second, and I also do prefer the Elo. If it was a straight up comparison, the Elo sight versus the iron sight or the default sight of this one, I would definitely go with the Elo sight. And then that other attachment, long barrel, really helps with your damage at range with this weapon. And the good thing about the Cordite is because of that 5-shot kill range up very close, and the fact that it can compete, it will get beat sometimes from that close to mid range, but because you have grip on it, because you have long barrel, your time to kill is going to be a little bit faster at range, and your gun's also going to be more controllable. So on a map like Nuketown, it's perfect because most of these gunfights are going to be up close, but some of them are going to be mid-range stuff where both of these attachments are kicking in and helping me out. The gear of the ComSec device, that is my go-to. And Drone Squad, by the way, big shout out to Drone Squad. A Nuketown, it just tears it up. You know, as I was going through the prestiges, and honestly right now I've kind of paused at level 55 on one of my prestiges, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep prestiging, if I should, or if I should stop, because I just got the Drone Squad, and I guess I could prestige and use the Drone Squad on one of my unlock tokens. But that thing is insane, dude, and especially on a map like this. Of course, everything is more inflated on a map like this, or seems more insane, but the Drone Squad with the SMG class up really nice, and it's a streak that's a little bit lower, so even if I die off my big 2, I should at least be getting that, which gives me a little protection and momentum going into the next life. But yeah, ComSec device makes it easier to get streaks. And then the other dope part of this setup is not only the weapon with the cool attachments available on it, it's the perk setup and the fact that I get Tac Mask and Flak Jacket, Gung Ho, and Dead Silence. Gung Ho and Dead Silence are pretty self-explanatory if you guys are new to the channel. I'll explain it real quick. Gung Ho is by far the best perk in this game. It basically makes your time out of sprint a lot quicker, and the Cordite kind of has a slow time out of sprint, or ADS times, or different stuff like that. At least it seems slow to me and a lot of other players, and I think that Gung Ho, I mean, I use it on every class setup, so it's not a specific thing to the Cordite. It's just the best one in the game. And then Dead Silence also is my preference. A lot of people ask, why don't I run Ghost. I just think Dead Silence is more valuable. Ghost is valuable too, however in this game I just think Dead Silence is more valuable. But where this class setup really hones in is that first perk slot, which you guys have seen me rock these two perks together before. This is not unique. The fact that I like to rock those two together is because of the fact that Tac Mask and Flak Jacket are the anti-BS counters, and I don't really have to worry about too much BS when I have those available. Now, class setups will change and evolve throughout the time. Lately, the reason I've been feeling this class setup is because I really realized the value of long barrel on this weapon and how I always thought this weapon was one that had a little more recoil than it actually does. When you play with this thing and when you learn it really comes down to like practicing and learning recoil patterns and just being able to pull down on your thumbstick against the recoil, even on a weapon like this with grip, and it still has some kick, right? Being able to just pull back a little bit every gunfight can save you a couple times, and that's why if you're watching someone that's, good at the game or something, it may seem like their weapons have no recoil because of the fact that they're just so good at pulling against the recoil and just comes natural to players that have been playing the game for years and years and years. But that's the full class setup for this weapon. Now let's talk about how I was able to get this gameplay. So the first round is really where I did most of my damage, which you can see we started off 58-2. That was of course the longer round. And then going into the second round is pretty self-explanatory. So even though I have an SMG and my mentality is rush, get close to enemies, you can see I'm sitting back right now. And why am I doing that? Because if you look at the bottom right, and it's kind of small, that little number right there below the streaks is one of the most important numbers, on one of the most important things on all of your entire screen when playing COD multiplayer. And you can see there I was like 100 points off my heli, or like 1 kill off my heli, and that's why I played it safe, got the kill, got the helicopter, and then now I'm playing it safe, got the kill, got the strike team. And then you'll see here, once I call in all these streaks, look at this, it's a full-on rush, not a full-on rush because I realized my teammates were probably going to flip the spawns there, so that's why I was hanging back a little bit. But here I realized, okay, they're spawning back there, I'm moving up, I'm not playing scared. And that's how you have to do it with an SMG. It's similar to how you do it with an assault rifle, it's just more extreme. When you're rushing with an SMG, look, I'm up in their building. I wouldn't be like this if I was playing with the Maddox or the KN. I'd be sitting around the mid area looking for streaks. But look, I can do this, and right there I get sprayed down with a random headshot with the auger. Seems like kind of a lucky shot right there, but you can see my mentality is always the same, going all out pretty much with this thing. And then the bigger streak you get on, or looking for little things. Am I close to my specialist ability? Am I close to other stuff like that, which are going to get me more points? Are the spawns going to flip? And just doing that until you stack streaks over and over. And honestly, with ComSec device, with the crash specialist, which is also important to the setup, because some people are going to say, you don't have scavenger on this class setup because I run the crash specialist, so I drop ammo packs for myself, and if I don't have an ammo pack ready to drop, I'll just pick up a weapon. But you can see, like right here, I'm running low on ammo, however my ammo pack is about to be ready to go. Those give me extra points also. Combine that with ComSec device, and even while I'm rushing and you're spawn flipping, capturing, running through flags, you don't have to get the entire capture. You can see like I did right there, that's 100 points just by doing that. And the facts are, sure, I might not want to triple cap or flip the spawns, but if your teammates are already on the flag, you might as well hop on, get the points. You don't even have to stay on it the entire time. You can see, look, I'm doing it on the other side as well, and this is of course because of the fact that by this point in the game, the work I'd put in with my streaks had them basically, a lot of players were backing out, a lot of new players were joining in, and the spawns were just constantly flipping, which is a bad thing and traditionally back in other Call of Duties, but it ain't that bad of a thing in this game because you can just run back and forth, run through the captures. And look at the drone squad once again. Oh my goodness, dude. Insane. And look, it's basically I'm getting free streaks at this point just because of how the game is choosing to spawn people out, and I'm running back and forth, doing that back and forth. A pretty fun thing. And you can see of course how in this gameplay I was able to get so many kills based off the fact that I played smart with my weapon when I had to. But when it comes down to it, big kill streaks are, I mean, it's just a Treyarch Call of Duty game, and other Call of Duty games recently have kind of held back on the streaks, but Treyarch still goes with those OG, the feeling we had back in Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and even on the Infinity Ward side of things, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. The streaks were insane, and the latest couple years from other developers, they've been toned down a little bit, but Black Ops 3 had really dope streaks. This game has really dope streaks, and that's one thing that I think this game actually did really good, is they really do stick to their branding, and, it does feel like a Black Ops game. So at this point, I was like, okay, the enemy had a helicopter, we're about to win the game. That that helicopter is just going to keep... I tried to, like, get past the mid-range right here, or the mid-lane right there to get into their building. Then I'm like, I'll be safe from the helicopter. But I'm like, okay, obviously this isn't happening. Helicopter's going for me. Time to just chill out. And, hey, I'll take the 100-plus kill victory right here. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay and this setup with the Cordite. I'm telling you guys, this isn't the most raw statistical power weapon, but when you throw on a nice class setup with it, and you have the fact that your attachments are amazing, your ability to aim with this weapon is amazing, and your first perk slot is stacked up, this is a very good class setup in this game for public matches, and one that I've been using quite a bit lately and having a lot of fun with. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Yep, smack a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for all the support. Check out some of my other vids up on the screen right now, and you will also see the scoreboard here, 110 and 8. And yeah, check out some of my other vids, and I'm out. Peace.
Another day, another dollar.